Morning, guys. Wow, it's the first time I've said anything since I got in the car. Sorry. Because I have no one to talk to. I'm by myself. So it is 7:03. It is January 8th, I believe. Yes, January 8th. No, February 8th. Oh my goodness. February 8th. And moving slow. It's weird traffic patterns again this morning. It is 23 degrees outside, so it's cold. So I've said a million times, I absolutely cannot stand wearing a coat because I hate driving in a coat, and also I hate the fact that I'm just going from one car to a warm building. So I absolutely hate wearing a coat. But at 23 degrees, I am wearing a coat, and we have a field trip today where I won't be outside, we'll be inside, but it's a little more standing outside waiting for the kids to get off the bus kind of thing. So we're going to a symphony today, and I'm excited about that. It's a couple hours out of the building, so that'll be nice. And then when we come back, the kids will have lunch. So my eating schedule is going to be a little off today. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have my egg cup right when I get to work to try to save, like, hold me over through the morning, because I won't eat now until like 1 something. So a couple of things. I brought this, so I haven't uploaded yesterday's video yet, and I don't know that I'm going to, because it was kind of boring, and I didn't do the videos like of my food, and I forgot to take pictures of my dinner and all that good stuff. So just a little recap of yesterday. So I was supposed to have, I had put in the crock pot chicken, sour cream and onion chicken. I'd gotten the recipe from, it's been floating around kind of Weight Watchers, with the light sour cream and the onion soup mix, blah, 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 blah. When I made the sour cream and the onion soup mix, it tasted delicious. Then I put it in with chicken in the crock pot, and it was supposed to simmer all day. And I've just decided I just don't like the taste of chicken in the crock pot. It falls apart, which I know it's kind of supposed to, but then it gets this like texture that I don't like. It's almost spongy. I don't know how else to describe it. So when I got home, it smelled great, and I tasted it, and it was okay, but I just didn't love the texture. So we ended up last night forgetting that we had to go to my great-nephew's birthday party, which was at a pizza place. So I said, okay, well, I'll just not serve the dinner tonight. We'll have it tomorrow, so it would be today. And I ended up getting up this morning, and I don't know, I looked at it, it was this brownish gray color, foamy looking weirdness in the refrigerator, and I threw it away. Like I said, it tasted fine. It wasn't appetizing to me, and I know it wouldn't have been appetizing to Norm. He actually probably wouldn't have even liked the taste. So if I ever do that again, I'm gonna bake it. I think baked it would be really good if you just put it in the oven and bake it. Or make the sauce and then put it over the chicken, like grilled chicken, or over sauteed chicken. I'm not gonna crock pot that again. To be honest with you, I kind of gave up crock potting chicken a long time ago. I've even tried to grill the chicken before, or saute the chicken before, and then put it in the crock pot, and I still don't love it. What I do love is to put chicken breasts in the crock pot for a couple of hours, and then use the mixer and shred it up. Love that. But if I let it sit in there for too long, which I don't have an option because I don't have a timer on my crock pot, maybe that's part of the problem. But anyway, I'm going to give up grill or crock potting meals with chicken, at least for a little while. And if I do a chicken dish, I'm either going to do the whole thing just so it can be rewarmed, or I'm going to do it so it just needs to be baked. That's a long-winded explanation for I threw last night's dinner that was supposed to be tonight's dinner away. So I had in the refrigerator, or in the freezer, some chicken parm from last week, that I ended up not eating, where I made the chicken parm out of the shake and bake chicken. And I was real excited for that. And then we ended up not eating it. So we're going to have that tonight for dinner. I have a late meeting today. So I won't get home till like 6 o'clock. So I told Norm to put that in the oven until it gets hot. And hopefully he'll do that and we'll have a nice chicken parm dinner. So last night, going to the pizza place, it was one of those places, I swear to you, it's because it's pizza and it's Italian food and whatever. There was literally like nothing on the menu that was not covered in cheese or fried. There was like a chicken cacciatore dish that may have been okay, but twice in the description it mentioned olive oil. Like twice. So I was like, that's going to be a little too oily for me. And then there was a grilled chicken sandwich that came with fries. And I knew Norm was going to get fries, and I was going to have like 2 of his fries, which is all I had. So the party itself had pizza, mozzarella sticks, and crab dip. So I had a mozzarella stick and a half, which I counted. I cannot believe that that is like 4 points. I can't believe it, but it was worth it. I had a mozzarella stick and a half. And then I went through that menu with a fine-tooth comb. I mean, I'm telling you, I looked at every single thing on that menu because I thought, okay, well, it's Italian. They should have some seafood because Italian restaurants usually do. But their seafood was fried shrimp, fried fish, and like I said, the only thing I could find was that one grilled chicken cacciatore and then the grilled chicken sandwich, which I would have ended up taking the grilled chicken sandwich apart, having the chicken and the french fries, and I'm like, I can have that at home and be happier. So I opted for a large, so I kind of manipulated in my head my points. And I said, all right, well, I'm not going to have birthday cake. I'm not a birthday cake fan. I really don't like birthday cake. So I went ahead and had a large, it was actually called an extra large house salad or garden salad, which was literally just iceberg lettuce, red onions, cucumber. I think there was like a couple of tomato pieces on it, and that was it. So there wasn't any cheese or croutons or anything like that. So I had crab, whole jumbo lump crab meat added to it. So, and when that came out, it was literally done with a little bit of Old Bay seasoning. So my salad, and then I had with me the Bolthouse Farms blue cheese, and I dip my fork in that, so I do like literally less than a teaspoon, because I put it on the teaspoon, and then I let the teaspoon kind of rest on the table, and then I use my fork to kind of dip in it. And honestly, yesterday I used just about the teaspoon, I would say. So I gave myself 0 points for the salad and 0 points for the dressing. I probably could have counted 1 point, but I ate so little of the dressing because the crab meat was so good that you didn't really need it, that I didn't count it. So then they had this thing on the menu called mini cannoli. And I asked the waiter, I'm like, is it really a mini cannoli, number one? And number two, is it 1 or 2, or like, what do you get? So he's like, you get 1, and it's about this big. Well, the way he held his fingers up looked like the regular size of a cannoli. So I was like, all right. So I ordered 1 because I just love cannoli, and I've been craving one. So he brings it out, and it was like tiny. It was like the size of, gosh, what can I say? The size of like one of those pink erasers that you used to get. Maybe a little bit bigger than that. And so I halved a cannoli, on my tracker, because it was less than half a cannoli, of a regular size cannoli. And it only came to like 6 points maybe by the time I literally measured it out. And I ate that, and I ended up, because all I had was the salad, so my cannoli was really all I counted for other than the cheese sticks. I ended up having 2 points rollover yesterday, and I was pretty darn happy with that, being at an Italian restaurant. And so my thought was, when I go to an Italian restaurant, I want Italian food, and I've always been very good at being able to get a salad and being happy with it. And there's a restaurant we go to that has a great salad, but it's better in the summertime. But last time I went there, I had crab ravioli, but I only ate half of it because it was so filling. So I was really proud of myself that night. But I knew I was going to have something with noodles tonight, whether I had either chicken, it was going to have noodles. So I just opted out of having Italian food. And my thought was, if I want Italian food, I can make Italian food. I'm good at making Italian food. So I could have that at home. I could have a salad at home too, but I just didn't want the points. And I remember after last weekend, I was up 2 pounds. So I was 174 was my lowest, and I was 176 on Monday, my weigh-in. So this morning I was 175. So I'm heading in the right direction again. So I'm happy with that. I'm happy that I had just the salad and the cannoli. I'm really happy about that. My lunch today is leftover fajitas, which I have 4 points worth of fajitas in there, and then I have 2 points worth of gorgonzola crackers just to snack on, because I know that I'm going to have this late meeting. Those are for later. And I also brought a salad, so which I probably won't use any dressing, or I'll just mix up some of the fajita into the salad, which I'm totally cool with, almost like a taco salad. So my lunch should be 4 points, my breakfast should be 0, and then I'm having the chicken parm tonight. So that should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Should be 10 points. So, but I'll have that because I'm only having 4 for lunch today, for the whole day. So I'm good. Yeah, right? Yeah. Okay. I'm having my coffee. My coffee today has just a little bit of non-fat creamer in it. Non-fat half and half. It's not very much, so I'm counting it as 0 points. I always count it as 0 points. I know that it's wrong, but as long as I'm losing, I'm going to let it go. I did count my creamer the last 2 days because I had gained, and that's like my punishment. You gained, you count everything. I know that's not a punishment, but you know, that was like, I don't know, in my head. So what I have done this week that I've noticed is I have not had as much of the non-fat Greek yogurt. I've gone back to Cool Whip and fruit, or Cool Whip and pudding, but I definitely have not had as much Greek yogurt. As a matter of fact, I probably have half a container of the big Chobani Greek yogurt, and I think that I really am supposed to meal plan today, and I don't know that I'm going to have time to do that, but I really think that this week I'm going to do the Jell-O and fruit again, because A, it's really good. You forget how good it is. Like when you're a kid and you're like, oh, Jell-O and fruit, so good. And then when you're older, you're like, oh, that's not like a dessert. That's not like a thing. Oh my God, it's so good. And I mix it with a little bit of Cool Whip, and I don't even know. It's like, I don't know. It's like this beautiful puffy concoction that's like pink, and I'm good. So yeah, so I'm going to do that again this week. Here's the thing. My family is good with me cooking like the same 5 or 6, 7 meals. I want to branch out and try other stuff. I just don't know what they're going to eat. I want to keep the budget low, so I do a lot of chicken. But I'm also looking for something different, but then I get gun shy because something different was onion, the sour cream and onion chicken, and I ended up not liking that. But I really liked the flavor of the sauce. Tasted like a dip almost. Before I did it on the chicken, so I might do it again and just put it over the chicken. I don't know. After I grill it or something. I don't know. So, what are you guys having for dinner? Like, what's your go-to dinner? Or not even your go-to dinner. What's like a good recipe that you've tried lately that surprised you or wasn't that hard, or you know, you wanted to think outside of the box, so you tried it? I'm fine with chicken. I have chicken almost every night, but I'm cool with having it almost every night. But tell me what you guys are doing with it. I guess I'm just a little bored, you know, but I also have to think of my family's tastes, you know. I like shrimp and grits, and I don't think they do, and I'd like to have some of that, but, you know, shrimp and grits with being on Weight Watchers is a little more difficult. But anyway, tell me what you guys are having for dinner. I'm going to jump off here. It's been about 15 minutes that I've been talking, and if I remember, I will try to put in my pictures of my food, and I will talk to you guys as soon as I can. Breakfast this morning is an egg cup with mushrooms, onions, peppers, and a little bit of fat-free mozzarella cheese and some bagel seasoning, and this Mott's unsweetened applesauce, blueberry flavor, and my coffee, all for 0 points. Today I've got some leftover fajitas, which are 2 points for the Olay wrap, 1 point for the cheese. I've got a garden salad for 0, and a tiny little bit of Jell-O and frozen fruit for 0. So altogether, my lunch should be 3.